Many folks are hitting local trails for hiking and biking, as social distancing is definitely easier outdoors. But what should you fuel up with before you get on the trails for your next outdoor adventure? Registered dietitian Elizabeth Hall from Food City is here with some great advice on hiking snacks and meals. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing fantastic, and I know a lot of folks right now are getting out there, wearing out some shoe leather, and also biking a lot. And it's important that you fuel up and take some food with you as well.
Definitely. We've had some beautiful weather, and I know something that my family loves to do is get outside and enjoy the beautiful outdoors, but you're totally right. You want to make sure you have that energy to make it to the end of your destination. So I have some ideas for you no matter how long your hike is. So that's kind of my first point, is to think about how long you're going to be out on the trail. So if you're going to be out all day, there's different foods that you should probably take to stay energized and make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need than if you're just going on a short 1 hour hike. So think about how long you're going to be gone first, and then that will enable you to do the proper planning. Of course, it's always great to take items along with you, especially water, even if you think you're only going to be out for a little while, just in case if we were to get lost, which hopefully that wouldn't happen, but at least you'd be prepared. So if you are going to be out all day long or even an overnight trip, think about getting all the food groups in your meals and snacks. So especially you want a lean protein and a high fiber carbohydrate. So that might be packing sandwiches in a cooler with your whole wheat bread and your lean protein like turkey or chicken or something like that. If you are packing a cooler, you also want to make sure it stays below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you use a freezer pack, such as the one I have here, or straight ice, you just want to make sure that it stays below 40 degrees to make sure it stays out of that temperature danger zone, because we want to remember food safety as well. And then kind of pairing along with that lean protein and that high fiber carbohydrate, you can think about adding fruits and vegetables. So we have lots of grab and go options at Food City. So I brought some of my favorites. Of course, our shortcut section of the produce department, where we have pre-prepped and washed fruits and vegetables that are ready to grab and go. That can be great on the side of your meal. It can be really refreshing too in the heat of the day to have some watermelon or some other types of fruits that have a lot of water in them. It can keep you hydrated as well. Plus, I love these grab and go salads. Again, great to add to the side of your meal. Of course, some great dairy options. This is going to have your protein in there too. And if you're talking about recovery, our dairy options are going to be that perfect balance of high fiber carbohydrate as well as getting in that protein in there. So it's actually a great option if you want to grab some of these drinkable yogurts or even a chocolate milk or something like that. I also have some grab and go options that are near the meat department. I'm not sure if you can see these super well, but these are these little protein packs as well as little wraps that you can grab and go. Of course, you can make those yourself at home if you can, but those are great convenient options for you as well. And then if you are going overnight, these oatmeal packs are great too. If you're able to boil water, you can create that for your morning meal, which can be a great high source of your carbohydrates that's going to keep you energized. And then over here, I just have shelf-stable options. So if you're just going out for a couple hours or so, taking trail mix or a granola bar or a Kind bar like I have over there, peanut butter, even packs of tuna and things like that for protein with your whole grain crackers. Those can all be great options to keep you energized. And then of course, do not forget your water. Even if you're outside and you're not very hot and you're not sweating, you could still be dehydrated. So making sure to take enough water to stay hydrated is really important as well.
And I think a lot of folks are under the impression, trail mix. I just throw some trail mix in my bag and I'm good to go. That may not be the case. You may need more than that. You may need less than that. So you got to plan ahead a little bit.
Exactly, and it depends on what's in that trail mix too, right? If you have some high fiber carbohydrate from like dried fruits and things, as well as lean protein or from nuts and things like that, that's a pretty good balance. But again, it might not be enough to satisfy you depending on how long you're going to be out.
And you did mention it there, but I think it bears repeating. When you finish a hike, when you finish a bike ride, it is good to have something that will help you recover. And I've been hearing from a lot of experts, dairy is the way to go. Especially, I've been hearing great things about chocolate milk.
Yes, definitely. That's one of my favorite recovery foods. So when you're exercising, you're breaking down those muscles and you need enough of that lean protein and high fiber carbohydrate to get in there and help repair those muscles. So you're totally right, Chris. The chocolate milk can be a great way to go. Of course, we typically recommend a lower fat option if you can, just because it's lower in that saturated fat. But again, you're getting that perfect balance of carbohydrate and protein.
Wow, you covered a lot of ground there, and no pun intended, but you really did. You covered a lot of ground. Everything from salads all the way over to trail mix and oatmeal. You can take a great meal with you when you go out on the trail.
I know, I'm ready to get outdoors right now.
All right, Elizabeth, thanks so much for stopping by and sharing all this with us today.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, folks, everything you see on the screen, everything she talked about can be found at Food City. If you need more information, check out foodcity.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by